for your weather authority. This is your forecast first.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock hour. Great shot off the United plane here. Look at the huge cumulus clouds. This is south of the lakeshore, and that's where a lot of those storms have been building. Now, right now at the airport, we're 84, sunny after a high of 87. But if you look at live pinpoint Doppler, again, you've got some of these clouds trying to pop some showers down in Crawford County. Much of the Erie, Warren, and Crawford Tri-County region is dry right now, but you could get an evening shower or storm to the south. I think the lakeshore remains dry, but everyone is warm and muggy and dry later tonight. 76 at midnight and about 75 when you wake up. Rest your forecast in about 10 minutes. Jet 24 Action News starts now.
From your news leader.
Dozens of boats will fill this lake for the annual Findlay Lake Boat Parade. This year's theme, college football.
And with hot temps and perfect weather, many are heading out on the water, but officials want to make sure you know how to stay safe.
Live in high definition from your news leader. This is Jet 24 Action News at 6.
Good evening. The 4th of July means celebrations across the area celebrating the country's 242nd birthday.
Jet 24's Krista Nielsen was at the Mill Creek Township 4th of July parade today, talking about what it means to celebrate on this national holiday.
For more than 5 decades, the annual 4th of July parade in Mill Creek has brought thousands out for this patriotic celebration. Fire trucks, floats, and yes, even your favorite local news crew were all on hand.
All these people out here, they're showing that they show self-pride and self-dedication to their country, which means a lot.
Dan Foldrum and Don Jenkins are passing through the area while on vacation. Coming to the parade wasn't originally part of their plans.
We woke up this morning, heard about the parade, popped out here. We saw all the bands and the Shriners and the fire trucks. It was fantastic. We love it.
Eric Furman is a sophomore in McDowell's JROTC program. This is his first time marching in the parade.
It's really a big difference because when you're a little kid, you're always like, oh, I want to be in that. I want to be there. And now that you're actually there, I'm like, this is the dream come true, honestly.
Every year I invite my family. We have a big yard. We make sure everyone that's here in the neighborhood has a good time.
And what a fun time to spend with your family. I used to bring my kids and now it's my grandkids.
No matter which side of the parade you're on, everyone agrees that coming out to support these local organizations is a great way to celebrate the USA's 242nd birthday. In Mill Creek,
Happy 4th of July!
Happy 4th of July!
Krista Nielsen, Jet 24 Action News.
Happy 4th of July. The heat is on at Findlay Lake, New York. Dozens of boaters vying for trophies and maybe most importantly, bragging rights. Here to tell us about the small town's annual boat parade and this year's unique theme is Elena LaQuadra. Elena.
Sean, this town's 4th of July festivities brings in thousands of people, and they're all excited to celebrate Independence Day. With their face paint on.
Oh, there's a big rivalry between those teams.
Boats decorated to a T.
The participants take this very seriously, and they work for months.
And the whole gang ready to go.
It's a great family tradition.
The 29th annual Findlay Lake Boat Parade brings the heat.
It's a heck of a lot of fun.
Brother and sister team Andrew and Judy gear up for their 3rd year in the competition, and they're taking the college football team theme to the next level.
University of Michigan in the back, Ohio State in the front. Then we have a goal post in the middle, and there's going to be a team member from each holding up a post, and then a football travels across the goal post on a string and a pulley.
This boat parade is a family tradition with multiple generations getting in on the fun.
University of Michigan!
Whether young or old, they're dressed and ready to impress. The judges scoring the boats based off of some strict criteria.
I want to see lights, I want to see costumes, and I want to see enthusiasm.
Though some may be biased.
Oh, and Penn State. Go Penn State.
Those in the water aren't the only ones having a blast. Thousands of spectators surround the lake to cheer participants on.
We show off Findlay Lake's patriotic and silly side, and it's a real honor for us to represent our town.
Between the boats, the lake, and some good old American football, the Findlay Lake 4th of July, a patriotic success. And this small town loves all of these festivities because it brings so many tourists into town, which of course gives a big boost to those local businesses. Sean.
Thanks, Elena.
Lawrence Park also holding the Independence Day Parade along Main Street today. Hundreds gathering along the roadway to watch local groups and their displays. Kids, of course, getting all that candy. Some people living along Main Street say they've thrown an Independence Day party every year for this specific event.
When I bought this house, the previous owner told me that no matter what happens, I always have to host 4th of July party here because I'm on the corner of Main Street. So we're always going to be here. And every year, I've been here for 6 years. It keeps growing every single year. So it's a good time, though. It always is.
Armbruster says more than 100 people attended the party this year, and he expects those numbers to keep going up every year.
And of course, the Independence Day celebration was on full display in the nation's capital. The parade in D.C. filled with sights and sounds, stirring patriotic feelings. Jet 24's Sarah Bonitis reports.
Flags waved high for the nation's 242nd birthday. The excitement heard and seen. Along Constitution Avenue, some enjoyed the weather.
I'm excited because it's not as hot as I thought it would be today.
Others thrilled just to be in the nation's capital.
Being in Washington, D.C. on the 4th of July seems like that's a great opportunity of a lifetime.
For some who gathered here today, Independence Day was about the celebration. But for one Buffalo native and her family, the 4th is about something much deeper.
Freedoms that we're given, the soldiers who sacrificed their lives for us.
A reminder that July 4th is more than bands and balloons. In Washington, Sarah Bonitis, Jet 24 Action News.
And while the city of Erie lit up the lake last night, there are still plenty of places holding fireworks displays tonight on the 4th, like Lawrence Park at the football field, Mercyhurst Northeast in Northeast, also at Findlay Lake and in Meadville at the New Beginnings Church of God. All the celebrations starting around 10 o'clock tonight.
A man accused of attacking a woman in an Erie parking lot is charged. It's continuing coverage tonight at 6. 30-year-old Steveland Robinson has been arraigned this morning on 5 charges, including aggravated assault, possessing instruments of crime, and simple assault. Erie police responded to the attack around 7 last night in the parking lot of Walgreens at West 38th and Peach Streets. Police say the suspect approached a woman and slashed her throat with a box cutter. According to the 911 call, the suspect had asked the woman for money before the attack, and she declined. She was taken to the hospital where she did undergo surgery. Police say the woman did not know the suspect.
An Edinburgh doctor pleads guilty in federal court to having guns and ammunition at President Trump's hotel in Washington, D.C. federal court. 44-year-old Brian Moles entered a plea to a charge of carrying a pistol without a license. Moles was an ER doctor who worked in Erie before making the threats and then driving to Washington in May 2017. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Moles now faces 6 to 24 months behind bars. He'll be sentenced in September.
A 3-car crash at West Erie intersection causing a lot of damage, but amazingly few injuries this morning. Take a look at the scene on West 8th Street in Lincoln. Onlookers say a red pickup truck went through a red light and hit a Dodge. That impact caused the SUV to roll over onto a third vehicle. The driver of the Dodge was able to walk out of the vehicle unassisted after firefighters removed the windshield. He was taken to the hospital as a precaution. The other drivers, though, only suffered what firefighters called cuts and scratches from the accident, which did shut down the busy West 8th Street corridor for about an hour.
One way to enjoy the holiday is on the water, but the U.S. Coast Guard wants to remind you that it's only fun if you stay safe. Ron Hilliard joins us now on Dobbins Landing, where people have been heading out onto the bay all day. Ron?
Sean, your weather authority has been talking about this beautiful weather, and this weather has been a factor in people getting out on the water with their guests. But just because you know the ins and outs of staying safe doesn't mean that your guests do.
We took our boat out around the point, trying for a few fish. It was just a nice morning.
But part of having a nice day on the water means staying safe and having the proper equipment.
Flares, signaling devices, make sure your horn works. That's always a big thing people forget about.
The U.S. Coast Guard says it's important for boat operators and passengers to be familiar with boating safety.
Being familiar, if you
had to maybe get the vessel back into the marina or back to the boat launch, being familiar with how to operate the vessel and where all the safety equipment is on board. And that could come in handy, for example, if the boat operator has had too much to drink. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, about 1/3 of deadly boating accidents involve boating under the influence. You're allowed to drink on your vessel, but make sure you have at least a sober operator, making sure you're under the limit, which is 0.08. And while enjoying a day out on the water, you never know when the information you share with passengers might be needed.
I usually, when I have anybody to come on board that's a guest, and I haven't had them on board before, I always give them a little safety briefing.
The U.S. Coast Guard says on that checklist it's really important to make sure that you have enough life jackets as well as fire extinguishers, flares, and other items. But one of the things that some people might overlook is making sure that you have enough water when you get out there on the water. It's important to stay hydrated, they say, especially if you're going to be drinking. Sean?
Ron Hilliard live on the Bayfront tonight.
Coming up, holiday casting call. It's the latest chance to fish for free in Pennsylvania. That coming up after Tom's forecast. Tom, we did obviously see some severe weather in some areas, but dry and hot in Erie.
Yeah, they've basically been these torrential downpours to the south and east of Erie. The heat and steam remains, but some cooling relief is on the way. We'll talk about it next.
You're watching Sean Lafferty, Jill McCormick, meteorologist Tom Atkins, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Action News, your news leader.
Every day we just go, baby, go. Sea-Doo introduces the newest ways to explore the water for an experience like no other. Adventure starts at just $53.99, and right now, get more great deals in store. Your Sea-Doo adventures start at Off-Road Express. Get out and play. Sea-Doo. Escape the everyday. Every day we just go.
I drove a Dodge.
Chevy.
A Honda. Pontiac.
A BMW. Now I drive a Kia.
A Kia.
Now you can change too. Switch to an all-new 8-passenger Kia Sedona, or switch to the over 50 MPG Niro Hybrid, or go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with a 2018 Stinger. There's a change for everyone at Auto Express.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
I want my child to be strong enough to dive into everything he does.
Strong enough to rise above. To tell his own story. I want my child to be strong. Strong.
Chip Strong.
Having high-quality, low-cost health insurance helps keep them strong. To learn more about CHIP, go to chipcoverspakids.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom Atkins, your weather authority.
Boy, you talk about a summertime shot. Look at this one from our tower down into the city on our new Motors Cam. Haze and steam across the Bay, Peninsula, and Lake. So this is where the areas have basically remained dry. Let's take you down to Crawford County. We'll use our channel lock cam. Take a look at Conneaut Lake down there, and what you'll probably see is people recreating on the lake and the puffier cumulus clouds that have grown into some showers and thunderstorms at times. So different climates, but same fireworks. Gibbo shot from last night. That's spectacular by the Bicentennial Tower. Thanks to Kathy for this one. Couple of explosions there, and thanks to Chris for this one. Multiple colors. Beautiful shot, ladies and gentlemen, from our talented photographers. The main rains are up here in Chautauqua County with some brewing in Crawford, and Meadville had enough problems last night, but you can see how those towers you saw by the Conneaut Lake Cam can give rise to pop-up showers and thunderstorms, and if you get under one, you can get real wet real quick. Flash flood watch, Warren, until 11, so some of this may come down, but what we were talking about earlier are the towers. Look at this anvil and the cumulus clouds. This is near Corey, looking towards New York State. And this newer type of satellite picture followed that line of showers and storms that collapse. But what you're seeing is the clouds and the outflow from it. So sometimes when you get these outflow boundaries, they give rise to more storms, and that's probably what's happening right here in Crawford tonight. So should watch to the south till about after sunset, then they'll go away. Erie should remain dry, as it should at least through the morning hours tomorrow on the lake. Some scattered showers and storms possible later in the day, but low waves, low winds, and a high today of 87. A low of 75, and as far as rainfall is concerned, again, look at Meadville down here. That's where the storms have been popping. But we still got 15 hours, 10 minutes of daylight, more steam and storms, especially late tomorrow, tomorrow night, and early Friday, and then cooler and much less humid air coming in later Friday and the weekend. But steamy hot right now. As you can see, temperatures mid-80s to low 90s, Erie County. Temperatures low 80s to upper 80s, Crawford County, and out to the east in Warren County, you see more of the same with a few rain-cooled spots, but basically steamy heat. The dew points are up, so air conditioners stay on. The winds are light, and what you can see is a diminishing of the storms as you go through the evening hours. But tomorrow, they're going to pop back up, and eventually some cooler air is going to come down into the region. Forecast for the lakeshore for tonight. Slight chance of a shower, mainly dry, warm, and humid, 72 to 76. South of 90, Edinburgh, Titusville, Meadville, and Corey. Chance of some evening storms, then drier, but still muggy, lows near 70. And same out in Warren, Forest, McKean counties. Chance of an evening storm, then fog late, 67 to 70. So one more real steamy day tomorrow with highs in the upper 80s and showers and storms popping up in the afternoon. Much more rain tomorrow night. I should say heavy downpours more likely, but that'll go away Friday. Temperatures will drop, and so will the humidity. Beautiful weekend, 77 Saturday, 80 Sunday, warming up Monday. Maybe some more rain chances late Tuesday, early Wednesday. All that and the radar at yourerie.com.
Thank you, Tom.
Next, a floating fair. Water taxi is sailing along Presque Isle Bay again this summer. It's been a big year so far.
It has. Coverage continues for Erie, Edinburgh, and the Crawford County town of Geneva.
Listen to 106.3 WCTL in the morning for the latest updates from your news leader and your weather authority.
Overwhelmed? That's how many people feel after they're hurt in an accident. You don't know what to do or where to start. That's where our law firm comes in. Let us help to solve your problems. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Washington has a problem.
How do we fix this?
There's only one person to call.
Olivia Pope.
Olivia Pope.
Olivia Pope.
This is the big time, people. Let's go. We have options.
There's no scandal she can't handle.
You're running out of options.
I'm never out of options.
Scandal weekends.
Scandal Sundays at 1 p.m. on Jet 24.
Worried? That's how many people feel after they're hurt in an accident. You're worried about medical bills and how you'll take care of your family. Let us help to solve your problems and take your worries away. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
The water taxi on Presque Isle Bay is back in business.
And it's busy this week. The Presque Isle Water Taxi Service making the rounds from Dobbins Landing to Liberty Park, then to Presque Isle State Park at Waterworks. After being unavailable last year, the service was started back up in full operation June 8th. One guy we spoke to today rode the taxi for the first time.
It saved a few miles on the bike going all the way around, so we shortcutted and came across on the taxi.
Last year they couldn't find an operator for it, but this year we're running through Presque Isle boat tours and it's been doing good. So yeah, we hope to keep it up.
The water taxi runs Thursday through Sunday. For many of us, the 4th of July meal means hot dogs and hamburgers.
But others are more focused on fish. That's because Independence Day is a fish-free day. And that means no licenses or permits are required to fish Pennsylvania waters. For the Denny family who are visiting from Pittsburgh, it's a family experience that was such fun they'll fish again even after the free fish day is over.
I probably would buy a fishing license if I was going to fish. Probably buy one tonight because I'm probably going to try to do some more fishing. So being that it was a free fishing day, it was awesome.
You could buy a Pennsylvania fishing license online, by mail, or in person at nearly 900 locations across the Commonwealth.
We are now 1 day away from the start of the LECOM Health Challenge.
Yeah, finally, Craig Smiley, he's here now with sports. Hey, Craig.
Hey, guys. Yeah, a practice round day today for the golfers, and we'll catch up with Erie's own Drew Dymel, as well as his caddy and brother Ryan after this.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them.
And they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? By opening new doors to big possibilities with the first ever Ford EcoSport.
My niece Maria. Hi. Perfection.
By connecting drivers to what's important.
I love that.
And by protecting those who matter the most. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand.
Now get into the brand new Ford EcoSport for as little as $179 a month. That's just $179 a month.
Hear that? It's the 2018 Quick Fill Driving America Sweepstakes. Back with over $100,000 worth of prizes, including a brand new 2018 Ford Mustang GT. Grab your game card at any Quick Fill location and enter at quickfill.com. Win a Can-Am Maverick, outdoor gear, home entertainment packages, $10,000 cash and gas, or a brand new Mustang GT. The 2018 Driving America Sweepstakes, exclusively at Quick Fill. Real prizes, real winners.
Everyone's talking about Kimmel. They said he's the most important host in late night. Really? They said he's late night's clearest voice.
They said I was extremely well endowed. Oh, no one said that?
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
Now, Jet 24's Craig Smiley with sports.
Hey, good evening. Hope you're enjoying your 4th of July. Let's talk sports when the Web.com Tours LECOM Health Challenge tees off tomorrow morning at the Peaks Upper Course. Erie's own Drew Dymel will take on some of the best in the world. The former Cathedral Prep and Gannon University star is in the 156-man field thanks to a sponsor's exemption. Dymel's fresh off winning the Erie District Golf Association Match Play Championship, and he'll have his older brother Ryan by his side this week.
What I always think about is just one shot at a time. It sounds cheesy, but you know that's what I go to. You know, where am I going to place the ball? And if you could just do that for 4 or 5 straight hours, you know, hopefully the outcome's great. But yeah, if I start expecting scores or cuts or doing this, I'm putting limitations on myself. So, you know, I can't do that. Just going to go out, hit one shot at a time, and then have my caddy slow me down.
You know, we get a tendency to get, you know, just so our adrenaline rolling, and we want to get the things quick, so just to pull them back and, you know, to show them peace and love, and that's, you know, just to pull them in line.
Yeah, we played a few practice rounds already, and the course in, you know, great shape. We're just excited to play and see, you know, what we can do.
Even carrying a 1,000-pound bag, he has the heaviest golf bag in the world, but it's a lot of fun too. So I mean, this is just a dream come true for everybody.
Drew Dymel will begin his first round tomorrow at 9:02 in the morning. He'll be grouped with Monday qualifier Luke McClellan and former Stanford star Brandon Wu. And if you make it to the very end of tomorrow's opening round, you'll see this guy, Willie Mack III, the Michigan native who now resides in Florida, won the Monday qualifier with an incredible 12-under par round of 60 at Shorewood Country Club in Dunkirk, New York. Now, Mack will try to follow in the footsteps of Rick Lamb, who went from Monday qualifier 2 years ago to Sunday champ at the Peak.
If you're hitting your driver good, some of the holes favor a longer hitter, and I just got to keep that putter rolling like I was in the Monday, and I think it'll be a good week.
Three golfers in the field are former champs at the peak. Kevin Stadler, son of the Walrus. Craig Stadler won in 2004. Roland Thatcher did so in 2007. And, of course, as mentioned, Rick Lamb, Monday qualifier to Sunday champ just 2 years ago. And, again, Dymo will tee off 10 at number 10 at 9:02 in the morning. 2003 PGA champ Sean McKeel starts at 12:42 p.m. off the 10th. 2014 U.S. Open runner-up Eric Compton starts on the first hole at 1 minute till 2 p.m. tomorrow. Seawolves are spending the 4th of July in Binghamton, New York against Tim Tebow and the Rumble Ponies. And the Wolves are riding high thanks to an exciting finish to the homestand in front of a UPMC Park record crowd.
The pitch. Rogers swings, sends it out to left. Going back is Rafaela. Turns around, looks up, ball game! Such a time. Jake Rogers, in front of a crowd of 7,020, walks it off. And the Seawolves take down the Bay Sox 4-3 here at UPMC Park.
Good call there from Greg Gagne. First of 5 games against the Ponies begins at 6:35 p.m. from NYSEG Stadium. Highlights tonight at 11. Bo Burrows gets the start for the Wolves. Tim Tebow is in the lineup for bingo. He'll hit 8th and play left field. Major League Baseball, 1 score in the books. Cubs over the Tigers 5-2. Indians get Trevor Bauer on the hill in Kansas City tonight at 8. Pirates at the Dodgers at 8:15. And just got word from the Seawolves, a little bit of a rotation change. Sandy Baez, who struggled, is going to the bullpen, and it'll be Liarvis Brito making the start in his place on Friday. I know Jill knew that was coming. But, it's official, Jill.
I predicted that.
I figured you did.
There you go. All right.
Coming up at 11, the 4th of July party continues in several communities. Fireworks will be lighting up the night sky.
That's tonight on Jet 24 Action News. We will be right back.
Since it is...
I drove a Dodge.
Chevy.
A Honda.
Pontiac.
A BMW.
Now I drive a Kia.
A Kia. A Kia. A Kia.
Now you can change too. Switch to an all-new 8-passenger Kia Sedona, or switch to the over 50 MPG Niro Hybrid, or go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with a 2018 Stinger. There's a change for everyone at Auto Express.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
Some say it's the accommodations. For others, it's delicious dining and endless action. Maybe it's the 4-diamond rating. We think the true measure of a great resort is how easy it is to enjoy it all. SENECA Allegheny Resort and Casino. Nothing else comes close.
It's inches off the ground. It's open-air freedom. It's remarkably powerful. It's totally unique. It starts at $21,199. It's Slingshot. Pure driving fun.
See the all-new Polaris Slingshot Roadster only at Off-Road Express. Get out and play.
Take a look at live pinpoint Doppler. And again, much of the area is dry. Some storms in Chautauqua County, a little in Crawford County. We'll watch those as they seem to pop up and then diminish. Most of the lakeshore should be dry tonight. It'll be warm and humid everywhere with lows 66 to 74.
All right, thank you, Tom. That's Jet 24 Action News at 6. We'll see you tonight at 11.
World News with David Muir is next.